Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for August. So, as always, we are going to do a general reading, a love reading, and a spiritual reading for the month of August. So, timestamps are in the description box below. If you need them, they are there. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, okay. Happy family, anxiety, and exorcist and lover. Oh, so you're going to have a ton of cards I can see. Let me put them all out here. I didn't expect you to have those many. Okay, and they're both in the upright, by the way. Exorcist and lover in the upright. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. A great passion and devotion. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So we have the authority card, which is the Emperor in a normal deck. New beginnings, which is the Fool. And prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Your main focus is your happiness. The happiness of your family. The happiness of your life. A sense of well-being. There's a big energy around well-being for you, Aquarius, in August. And negative people in your life, whether they're family members or not, I see you dealing with them. Not necessarily, I was going to say yeeting, not necessarily pushing them out of your life, but really like understanding. It's more like understanding that something is toxic, or understanding a situation is not the best it can be, and not being afraid to bring attention to that, or not being afraid to not being afraid to know that something is toxic. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You're not afraid of that by any means. So and worry. This is like worry about a family member, and worrying that they can't see how much you actually care about them. That you're being harsh or being straightforward or being this way because you care about them. Okay. Okay, Page of Swords, Nine of Coins, Ace of Cups, Faith, which is the Hierophant, Seven of Cups, Six of Wands, Four of Swords, King of Cups, the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups, yeah. This is you and the world. I'm going to take both of those. This overall energy is very telling. This is that something has been going on or something has been happening, and you're ready to make it a wrap. You know, you're ready to end whatever this is, to close this cycle out. This is not something that you wish to continue. Okay. And this is out of love. This is not out of anger. This is not out of hurt. And it could be, but it is coming from a good place. You're not doing this from a nasty or angry place. I just don't feel that. I feel like this is your way of helping someone change, or like a nurturing nudge in the right direction. Okay. All right. Someone you know is living in an illusion, and you're starting to see signs of this person living in some sort of illusion, right? It's something about either their consistency with something, how they handle relationships, their consistency. It kind of looks like to me, Aquarius, when someone's foundations or who they are as a person seem to change to fit their narrative every time, right? So it's like this person isn't consistent, or they don't have any like real set of rules. It's more like what they feel at that time. Or maybe you're noticing that somebody's like super gullible, you know, and you're like, well, that's not healthy, because last week you thought something different, the week before that you thought something different, you know. I feel like there's a need for you. Something has really grabbed your attention about this. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. It's hard to deal with because this person like kind of makes their own money. It's like this person is fine, like they make their own money, or they're okay. I have to use a lot of examples because it's very specific. Okay, so let's say this person has a job, like a good job, but they are very bad at spending habits or money habits, but at the same time they're like taking care of a child. Okay, so their response to you when you say, oh, you should have better spending habits, is, well, I'm taking care of my kid and I pay my bills. But you're like, well, that's not the issue. The issue is like you're barely making it, you know. But I feel like they don't see it that way. As long as they are, it's fine. There's a little bit of illusion here to what really is. You know, it's like they're changing the narrative to fit whatever they want because they want to do what they want to do. Okay. But I do see that out of love, out of care, out of respect, out of compassion, you're feeling the need to help this person. Yeah, like to initiate change in someone's life, because you see them going in a direction that is not really good for sustainability, for prosperity for themselves in the future. You know, it's like you want them to take a step back for a moment and look at things through a different lens, or the bigger picture. So I feel like the hardest part is getting through this person's illusion. They definitely are. It's almost like they're trying to find themselves. Like they're all over the place. This person is all over the place. This is a person who has a hard time failing, or a hard time looking bad, because they care about how the world or someone else sees them. Okay. And this makes it hard for them to change their morals or values or their vision on things, you know, because as we grow, those things do change. And it's really hard for them to do it because they feel like things should look a certain way. It's like they don't want to be seen through some sort of lens of being weak or needing help, when they do. And it, you know, and it's okay to say that you do, but they're having a hard time like accepting that. Yeah. And I feel like you're offering to be that support, or letting them know that you can be that support for them. But I do see, Aquarius, that you're like, I can only do so much. Okay. So I see you taking the peaceful route and letting them go through their emotions. The problem is you even bringing it up, you even suggesting it, mean something to them because you usually don't. Okay. I can see that this person may be like you always do or say something like that, but they don't really mean it. I feel like emotionally what you said or how you approach this has some sort of impact. So what they choose to do with that is their decision. I do see with the 9 of Swords being here, though, that they are worried about what the world thinks. They are worried about what everybody else chooses for them, instead of following what would be best for them. But I see you, Aquarius, giving somebody some advice, some much needed advice. It's like you're seeing the bigger picture or the wider lens, and explaining to them what you see as an outsider looking in, and seeing what they're going to do to it or do with it. You're giving them the opportunity to make changes. You're giving them the opportunity to take this as a gift and move on. But it's really up to them, especially with the King of Cups being here. There's a lot of emotion involved for this person. And they're already confused, they're already confused in, like, I don't know, maybe too focused on money and status. I just feel like, Aquarius, you're giving somebody some advice or some help that they needed to hear, even though they don't want to hear it. Because you're worried about them. You want them to be happy. It's like you have to free yourself of something, some information that you have that you feel like would be helpful for them. You're like, I have to get this off my chest, right? I have to put an end to how I feel or an end to this situation because I'm saying what I need to say, and it's coming from a place of love and care, and it's up to them what they're going to do with it. And I feel like they're trying to figure that out. And then you're going to take a step back. I'm curious. Let me see what they think about it because I'm curious. Yeah, a little bit of centricness. Like I'm doing what I want to do, They're really wasting the potential. They're really wasting the advice that you're trying to give them as maybe an older, wiser person or seeing it from a different perspective. But really and truly with the High Priestess, I feel like they did hear you. Okay, Aquarius? They do hear you. And that's why I said, like, they're working on it. They're just pretending like they don't. It's different. It's different. They want to fight you about it because they don't want to feel like they're wrong, or they don't want to look wrong in someone else's eyes. There's a whole thing involved here. Also, I don't know why this is coming up, but I see someone like somebody being confused about love. Confused about love. Or how love is supposed to go. And they're like maybe looking at how love is supposed to be on social media or something and not understanding how real love is. Or only dating people that are attractive and you're like, this hasn't been working for you, so you should try something else. There's something around that, okay? Alright, let's get into your love energy, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, in love, you already had a card fall out, so I just left it out. It's Father in the upright, light attribute. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Okay. Daydreams and decisions. New vitality. Opening up. which is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups. This is like an extension of the general reading. It really is. Calling in your soulmate, and then children. Okay, I see someone trying to call the father of their children. This is, well, it could be a woman or a male. The father of children to step up and be the father or parent that they should be to the children or to children. And I see somebody wanting a deeper relationship, and taking control to create that type of relationship. So you have a lot of energy this month, Aquarius. Usually your energy is very much, I'll let people live their own life. I don't really care. I don't really want to get involved. I don't really have an opinion too much. This month, you are like getting a lot of things off of your chest. It's like you're taking control of things or like stepping forward. You have a lot of initiation energy, which is quite interesting to me. So I feel like you want your person. This is not just about companionship, you know? And you are open to a new beginning if a person fits your fancy in that way. If they connect to you in that way, I feel like you'll be open to it. You said to yourself, if they catch my eye in the way that I need them to, then I'll be okay with it, right? I'm not just going to say no, or I'm not just going to say yes. I see you dating around with an open heart. I see you being open to possibilities. I see someone catching your eye. And I see something starting up. And this is very fast. This is fast. There's some kids involved here for some of you. Like they don't want maybe somebody else to be their parent when they already had a parent or have a parent. But it's not really about that. It's about you being connected with someone. I think that this is just going a little bit off the rails at some point. Because it's not really about that. Ace of Wands, Seven of Coins, Knight of Cups, yeah, Ten of Wands, Four of Coins, the Moon, King of Cups, the Hierophant, which is Faith, the Tree of Life only in this deck, and the Fool. Yeah, you're definitely taking a risk in love that you normally wouldn't. I feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone in August. I do feel like you got people around you that aren't really happy about change in one way or another. And this may be children when it comes to your love life. You definitely have some fuel to go find someone or be with someone. This is like new energy. maybe you just want to have sex. Who knows, right? But I feel like there is some need for connection or some need for passion or like some excitement when it comes to your love life. I do feel like you're trying to find a person that you want to invest that type of energy and time in. Someone that gives you that sort of feeling like you can trust them, you know? Someone that is going to actually put the time and energy in. I feel like you're going to meet someone. Interesting. You are going to meet someone? And they look like they want to put the time and energy in. They seem to be pretty reliable. And I feel like they're a good option. So you're like, maybe, maybe not. I feel like you're keeping your options open. But, you know, it's like you got an eye on them. Okay? So you have a lot of responsibilities or you have a lot of things going on in your life. And I feel like this person is okay with battling this with you. Like they're not going to run away. I don't see them running away from you. But I see you being confused on whether to trust this person or to let these other worries or responsibilities kind of overtake your decision making. Interesting. Let's see what this is. Yeah, the thing is you want love and you want this opportunity. But at the same time, you may not be ready to move forward. You may not actually be ready, but at the same time you are like restless. Interesting. Yeah, it's like you're being manipulated by your worries or your emotions. It's like you feel like if you finally move on, you'll be leaving a chapter behind. You're scared about that in some way. You also don't want to miss out on this opportunity, but you don't want to jump into anything too fast either. Okay, this person does like you. Let me say this. They're not trying to like get married right now. They're not thinking that far ahead or like any type of forever energy, but they really like this idea of the possibilities in this new adventure that you bring. Okay. So it's a really good like opportunity for you to have some fun or change the energy up a little bit. It's like you're confused. Why are you confused though? It's like you're feeling like maybe this person is saying these things to get you kind of involved with them, but they don't really mean it. It's like you're scared that they're not going to wait for you or they just don't want to just be friends. It's like you want to keep it kind of surface level right now or keep it light. There's a sudden change here. There's a sudden change from keeping it light or having a good time. And it turns to like you being in love. like you being so deeply involved in this and them being wanting to get married. What is this? Yeah, this is all impulsive energy. This is like you deciding to just jump into this and blindly. This is like I'm not thinking this through very well, but I'm going to jump in. This is very blind energy. Yeah, this is every this is other people maybe telling me that I'm going in the wrong direction, but I want to do what I want to do. It probably doesn't make the best type of sense. You're changing your own rules of how you think about things. This is just like kind of off the rails a little bit, to be honest. And this is like somebody committing without showing you that they're ready or putting in the time and effort. This is somebody being very optimistic that they can give you what you need. You know, like they're not a bad person. They're like, I can do this for Aquarius. I can give them what they need. I can be the person that they want me to be. I'll say this. Only time will tell if this is going to work out. I think the problem is going to be family. Because I had a 10 of Pentacles fly out the deck. The problem is going to be the family being on the same page. And how this person's going to show up for you. So I feel like you're willing to take some sort of initiative or take some sort of chance here. But really the jury is out, you know. It's like, yeah, you can jump into it and everything's fine. It looks like you're caught in some sort of whirlwind. But the jury is still out. And I feel like there's people in your life, whether they're your children or just friends, that are kind of like, we'll see, you know. All right, let's get into your spiritual message, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see what your spiritual energy is going to be like for August. Birds, snake, and child. It looks like there's a habit in the past of kind of doing what everybody else wants you to do in a way. Like trying to keep the peace or kind of stay quiet. Okay. I also see like following the grain. I see living with some sort of grief or sadness or low self-esteem as well. Yeah. It's like you've kind of settled in that energy of letting others have more respect or more boundaries than you. Like putting yourself second. There we go. Putting yourself second to things. I feel like that was your way of like caring or nurturing others because you love them. So it's just your way of showing that love or care to someone else. And I feel like that has not, like, moving forward, that's not going to be good for you. Okay. And things are changing. So things are changing because it's time to change. It's like the universe is handing you situations or people in your life that boost up your status, I guess, your point system, I don't know, but boost you up in a more positive manner. And I feel like it's going to take a little bit of patience from you because it's going to involve a lot of change. It's going to involve a lot of people not agreeing with your choices when they're not. It's not really up to them. I just feel like there's a little patience needed in the change that is to come, because people have kind of gotten used to you being in this old energy, but you don't want to be here anymore. Okay, so all in all, in August, there is a new beginning here. And I see you following your heart and your truth, but people thinking that you're being narcissistic or not thinking about their feelings. I feel like it's so interesting, Aquarius, because I want to say that people are like using verbiage to hurt you. That's not true. They're trying to put you in a box, but there is no box, you know? I feel like you're just stepping out of, you're giving yourself more freedom and stepping out of some sort of box. I don't feel like you care what other people think. You know, it's all about you and your new beginnings, but I feel like they care what other people think, or they care about the status quo. But I don't see you caring about it as much in these cards. It's like, I've been sad and I deserve to be happy is what I'm seeing. Or I've seen you go through this and I've been through these trenches with you, but I need to say this thing, or I need to get this off my chest. I see a lot of that going on. Okay. So Aquarius, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye-bye.